Alright, hey, it's Mega here, and guess what? I broke my Sur Ron again, alright? So it's another one of those, so I broke my Sur Ron videos. I've got, the playlist is getting bigger and bigger, man, I'm telling you. I break this shit all the freaking time. That's what I say, alright? Anyway, so it's not like broken. So I was loading my bike up for Northern Nevada Kart Club X Shasta Supermoto 2023 Championship Round 5, and then I noticed my swing arm is cracked again, alright? So if you guys remember in a earlier video, I found out that, well, I had the swing arm off the bike and I was looking at it, I was, oh, it's cracking here and here. I was like, and the guy I had welded up, back up, to fix all the cracks on the swing arm, he said he found like 10 cracks on the swing arm, alright? So he had them all welded up, alright, and I even put some JB weld in the holes. You know, those holes where I don't know what they're for. I think it's for a stupid pedal kit or something. Yeah, so I filled them up with JB weld just to make it stiffer. All right, and well, guess what? The support plate cracked. Okay, so I don't know what to do, man. Maybe if I could reinforce it, add a thicker plate, add a plate of aluminum on top of it. Might make it stronger. I'm not sure, but for now, I just want to fix the cracks in it. I think that brace should be thicker, man. Okay, so I don't know how it broke. All right, like I said, I was just loading it up on the trailer, and I noticed, oh, hey, this is cracked. And guess what? I raced with it like that, so I guess it's okay. Okay, I don't know. When we get it off, we'll take a closer look at it. I'm gonna take it off tonight. All right, and then we'll take a closer look at the damage. I don't know how it happened. I did have a crash in an adult mini race for round 4, right? And like Jeremy dropped his bike on the back of my bike. That may have caused the crack. I'm not sure. And the last time this happened, the reason I had the swing arm off before was because I had to replace the swing arm axle. All right, the swing arm pivot bolt. Because it was bent. So anyway, we'll take a look at that one when we take it apart. But yeah, a Zero FX had crashed into me and it bent the swing arm axle bolt, man. So don't get into any crashes with your Sur Ron, because it breaks really easily, guys. What can I say, man? It's not made to withstand too many crashes. Okay, so I want to say. So like I said, I don't know how it happened. I haven't really crashed the bike, man. I just been riding it hard, right? I did ride it for that Supermoto round 4 and then Supermoto round 5. I think I did some drag racing with it, and I think that's it. Oh yeah, we took it to Stony Ford. Oh yeah, we took it to Stony Ford, and we did a bunch of dirt bike races. So yeah, Hayes Mega has beat the shit out of this swing arm. I'm not gonna lie. You know, the Sur Ron can't handle what Hayes Mega can dish out. That's what I say, alright? It's not keeping up with Hayes Mega, man. Or that, it's just getting old, man. Maybe we should just buy a new swing arm. Okay, but I was sure that if once we fix it, it would be stronger than stock, and well, it just broke somewhere else, alright? So when you make something stronger in one place, it's like breaking a bone, right? If you break one of your bones and you put it back, it heals, right? It becomes strong again. Like it becomes one piece again, and then so it's stronger at that one point that it repaired itself, but then it's weaker. It'll be weaker elsewhere. Okay, when you strengthen one part, it makes the other parts weaker. Okay, so that's probably the case of what happened here. All right, like I said, I don't know what happened, but I had quite a few flat track races on it. I think, oh man, we must have done like 3 or 4 flat track races, and then we took it to Stony Ford, and Hayes Mega beat the shit out of it. Stony Ford OHV. So and yeah, so I don't know. Okay, anyway, let's go take a look at the crack while it's on the bike, and then when we take it off, we'll take a closer look at it. Alright guys, let's check this out. It's in there somewhere. No, it's on the other side. It's by the chain. Alright, so there, you can see it's all cracked and stuff. Actually, I should probably clean out all that paint and stuff, but if I could move the chain to the side a little bit, there, yeah, you can see it's all, the paint's all cracking and everything. Let's take a look underneath. Okay, yeah, so underneath here, alright, see that? Cracked. You can see I put the JB weld around it too, so it like it cracked through the JB weld and around the other JB weld. Yeah. Yeah, it's cracked. It's definitely cracked. Like I can stick my fingernail in it. Yeah. It's cracked all the way through. The other one isn't cracked. But I don't know. We'll see if maybe I could have them add a gusset plate to it. The length of this to make it stronger. Yeah, but you know what? It was definitely plenty strong. There's no other damage. Anyway, when we take it out, we'll take a look at it. I'm willing to go repair that one more time. It doesn't look too bad, so. But you figure it probably that support brace probably isn't doing anything right now, so. But when I raced with it, I didn't notice any difference, so I guess it's still okay. Like it handled one Supermoto weekend racing, you know. So that's you put a lot of forces on the swing arm when you're racing on a kart track Supermoto, man. I'm telling you. All right, so let's go. Let's get this thing off of here, and then we'll take a closer look at it. But yeah, you could definitely tell it's cracked. So one more look at it. Okay. It's at least cracked here, but it looks like it's cracked all the way through. Yeah, let me get a wire brush. Let me wire brush that real quick. I got my old buddy wire wheel, right, on my drill. And there it is after I cleaned it up. Okay, yeah, it's definitely cracked. It's like a weird crack. It's like goes this way and then this way, kind of zigzags a little bit. I think this is where he welded it. Yeah, so where he welded it, it cracked. So I don't know, maybe when he welded it, it made it weaker or something somewhere else. Like I said, when you make someplace stronger, other place gets weaker, right? So it could very well be the chain hit it. Maybe the chain hit it. I'm not sure. It's pretty close to the chain, but yeah, I don't know. It's just a coincidence that it's right by where the chain is. Okay. Anyway, is that JB Weld? I think that is JB Weld. This is JB Weld right here. This is not JB Weld. This is where he welded it last time. So I don't know. Maybe he made it weaker when he welded it. I'm not sure. That's where he welded it last time. So it should be stronger there, but it actually cracked there. So I don't know. I think he should give me a discount because what he did seems to have made it weaker actually. All right. Anyway, let's get this off. Oh, I definitely got to get it welded. Right. Okay, guys, there it is. It's pretty bad, dude. So once I took it off the bike, once I unbolted it, the gap got much bigger, man. So I don't know, man. How are we gonna fix that? Look at that. That's strong. It's on there really tight. That makes me wonder if this one is gonna break now, you know. But yeah. Well, I'm thinking, I don't know. Yeah, you're probably gonna have to just cut this off, cut this straight, and then weld it back on, and weld it really strong, dude. But yeah, it's pretty bad. So you can see the JB Weld here, my JB Weld job. But this is actually the one that he welded. See, it's been welded shut, the hole here, and it cracked right here. I think it cracked, cause see, he didn't weld this hole, so it cracked. It probably cracked here first, and then it traveled its way over here. All right, now I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why it broke, man. Fatigue, who knows? Alright, let's just make sure nothing else is cracked. You can see the chain is rubbing on that pretty bad, so I don't think there's anything you can do about that. It's just going to keep on rubbing on that. But it looks like all the other stuff that we did, we put all JB Weld, we filled all this with JB Weld. It looks fine. It looks nice and strong. So, yeah. I mean, I guess we don't really need this brace. I heard that like for if you install the belt, you have to take this brace off anyway. So I don't think the brace is really all that important. But I need the swing arm to be really strong, man. So, but yeah, everywhere else still looks okay. I think it's still good. All right. I think we'll still have some life left in it yet. Okay. Maybe when Jeremy hit me, it broke it. I'm not sure, man. I have no idea how it broke or why it broke, but we just got to get that fixed. All right. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna ask him to put a gusset plate. Is what I think we're gonna do. So just weld this. So another thing I'm thinking why it might have broke is when I had the swing arm repaired, it didn't quite fit perfectly in there. Right, it was shorter. This distance here, from here to here, it became shorter, and so I had to grind the spacers a little bit, man. So yeah, I'm not sure. So yeah. So I'm thinking, shit, dude. I think I have them just weld a new brace on, maybe. That sounds expensive. That might be expensive. It's a pretty thick piece of aluminum too, man. Man, I don't know, dude. Okay, anyway, I'll take it to him and see what he says. If anything, we'll just get this fixed. It would be nice if he could weld these holes shut. That's what I was thinking he would do last time, but he didn't do it. He only welded this one because there was a crack here. There was a crack here. There wasn't a crack here, so he just welded this. So I'm thinking the best thing to do would be to grind this flat, weld this again, and then grind it flat. It's going to be a lot of work. And then put a gusset plate on top. Add another plate to the top of it to make it stronger. So I don't know. I'll ask him. I'll talk to him what he can do. So at the very least, just fix that crack. It doesn't look too hard, man. But yeah, he's probably gonna have to grind all this JB Weld off. I could just take it off. Yeah, see. It's just kind of just filler. It's not really adding much, but well, I'm sure he can grind it off. But it could be, yeah, it could be when he welded it last time it got too hot and it made it brittle or something. I'm not sure, man. So I still would like to use this swing arm because he fixed it up last time and I felt it was a lot, it was better than it was before, right? It was nice and stiff, so stronger than a stock swing arm. So yeah, we'll just have him fix it. That's what we're gonna do. So it cracked all the way through, so I'm not sure. Yeah, he welded it right here and it cracked right there, so it cracked right through where he welded. So I think the best thing to do would probably just cut all this out, make it nice and straight, and then weld it. And yeah, anyway, we'll see. Whatever's cheapest option. All right, hopefully it'll hold up again. Okay, I'm gonna take this to Rob tomorrow, and hopefully he can take good care of it. All right, as we go. Hopefully he'll give me a discount because that's what he welded last time and it broke. So, all right. Yeah, before I take it to him, I think I'm gonna wash it, man. It's kind of filthy, so I gotta put it in my backpack, and it's gonna be all dirty. So. Alright, he's Big here, and I just got back from DoorDash, and I just got back from kicking my swing arm back, alright, from Rob at Fabrications Unlimited. I had it, I took it over there like a couple days ago, and he went and he just welded up the crack, okay, so it's good again, alright, so let's take a close look at it, and I'll tell you what we had to do to get it thing, alright.
Okay, I took it to Rob at Fabrications Unlimited in Alviso, and he welded it up for me. He's the guy that fixed it last time, right? And hopefully it won't crack again. But he cleaned it up. He took all that JB weld out of there, and then he put a big bead of aluminum over it. Okay, so I'm just gonna leave it just like that. Okay. Yeah, it looks like he bead blasted. I know he bead blasted this too. You can see that the chain has been rubbing on this big time. Look at it, it's eating into there. I think it's time to change my chain. I think my chain has a lot of lateral play on it, so yeah. I think it's time to change. I think it's time to get a new swing arm, guys. This is what I say. I thought we made it pretty strong last time, but it cracked. Okay, last time, if you remember correctly, when he welded this up, the distance from here to here changed, all right? And I had to shave the spacer down so it would fit. It shrunk is what happened, all right? And so when this thing cracked, it just exploded. It kind of opened up a lot, all right? And this was really loose in there. So what I did was I took the jack shaft to him today, all right, with the axle and everything, and then we put it in there, and then he took a clamp, all right, like a C-clamp, and he clamped the swing arm down. Man, this swing arm flexes so much. This is not a good swing arm, guys. This is not a heavy duty swing arm. You want to see a good swing arm? That's a good swing arm right there. Look at how beefy that is. All right, you can definitely tell that thing is designed to handle like a lot of abuse. Right? Not this one, man. I think I've just kind of reached the end of its life on this. All right. Fortunately, we haven't cracked anything else. Yeah. Where I'm worried it's gonna crack is right here, again. All right, or this might just split. As you can see, it's splitting right now, sort of, kind of. Yeah, the swing arm, the Sur Ron Swingarm is just not good, man. The whole frame is even flexy, dude. I noticed the part where this bolts on, it flexes a lot, all right? Yeah, anyway, so yeah, what we did is we put the jack shaft in there, we clamped it with a C-clamp, and then he cranked up on it until this was tight in there, all right? So it was really loose. We noted that that when I had the axle in there, all right, and when the crack was opened up, there was about 1 millimeter of play. So that's about how much. I think that's about how much I grinded it. All right. So the sad thing is, I wish we had done this before. All right, I had given him the jack shaft and told him, hey, fix it, but make sure the jack shaft will fit in there. All right. I was afraid he's gonna melt this cover too because the whole swing arm got really hot. Okay. And he noted that, like, yeah, the aluminum in the swing arm is very porous. It's not very good aluminum, right? It's not very pure aluminum. The aluminum they use to make this swing arm is not very good, right? As you can see, it's just a stamped swing arm. It's a stamped swing arm and it's been welded. All right, it's like you've got two sides and then a center side, and then this has been welded together. Okay. So yeah, I don't know if we really need this, but I would like the swing arm to be as stiff as possible, man. I can't have this thing flexing on me all the time. I think we made it stronger last time. Hopefully this will be the last time we have any kind of problems with it, man. I'm not gonna lie, I've subjected this to a lot of abuse, and it's held up till now. Okay, so I think if we keep on breaking it, if there's any major damage, like it gets tweaked or this part cracks or something breaks, then I think what we're gonna do is I'm gonna buy an aftermarket one, maybe buy an aftermarket one, or just buy another swing arm, a new swing arm, all right, from Sur Ron. They do sell them. I think they're about $200 or something. The aftermarket one, KO Moto sells one, all right, the one that makes the controller and the motor on my bike, all right, and I've heard a lot of horror stories about it, like this thing cracks over here, and yeah, it's not very good from what I hear. So I haven't heard a lot of good things about it, is what I say, all right. And then there's the EBMX one, all right, and that one cost even more than the KO Moto one. So I don't know. I did, like I said, I'm trying not to dump any more money into this bike, but I have decided to keep it, you know, so I guess it might be worthwhile. Maybe that'll be for next year. If I can somehow scrounge up some money. I bought this thing, so it's like I don't have money to spend on this bike anymore, man. This thing just gobbles up my money, man. It's just it breaks all the time. All the time, man. Okay, anyway, I know I kind of wish I'd bought like a Talaria. Maybe the Talaria's got a stronger frame. I don't know, man. I should have. I wish I did kind of wish I get the Ultra B, man. Everyone's getting the Ultra B, and Hades Mega's got Ultra B envy. It's that type of thing, all right? Anyway, there it is. Let's take a look at the top part real quick. All right. That's going to be kind of what it looks like with the jack shaft in there. All right, and that's the top part. So he welded it on the top and the bottom. So it's super strong. It's way stronger than it was before. Hopefully it doesn't break over here or like over here, okay? Or over here is where it might break also, okay? Because this is where we where Hades Mega did the JB welding work. Okay. Hopefully that doesn't crack, but if you remember correctly, this is the one that was cracked last time. I think it cracked right here. Right, and then he had welded it back up and it cracked again over there. I'm thinking maybe all this welding and stuff is making the swing arm weaker. I'm not sure, man, but hopefully this will be the last of our problems. All right, okay. Hades Mega is gonna go install it on the bike, and then I'll show you what it looks like on the bike, you know, and that'll be the end of the video. The oops, I broke my Sur Ron Again video for the swing arm for the second time. All right, Hades Mega. Oh, I almost forgot. Hey, Hades Mega here, and there you go. Sur Ron Lightbee is fully mission capable again. All right, so I had to do something weird to get, so it's actually, the swing arm's actually a little tighter than it was before now. All right, it got even tighter. Every time I weld it, it gets tighter. When it heats up, it expands, and then when it cools down, it contracts. All right, so if I had to do this again, I would make sure it's a little bit looser. All right, because remember when we hit when it cracked, it just the swing arm just went like this, right? So it would be a good idea to see if I can track down the spacers for the jack shaft, some new ones. So if I wind up working on the swing arm again, we can get the proper size ones, because I remember I shaved them down so they would fit because it was so tight last time. So this time it was really tight. All right, I could get it in there. I can get it in the swing arm when the swing arm is not on there, but when the swing arm is on the frame, well, if I like try to put the swing arm first and then put the jack shaft, it's too tight. All right, so what I did was I broke the chain. Is what I did. Okay, because I can do that. I have the primary drive chain kit, right? And then I broke the chain, and then I stuffed the jack shaft onto the swing arm, and then I just shoved it all in there, and then I put the axle through. All right, and then when I had it all in there, I put the chain back on. All right, because I have that luxury because I have the chain. So that's what's nice about that 420 chain. You can break it easily. Okay, and then I put everything on there. A couple days ago, I mean the other night or something, I tightened all the spokes. All these spokes were loose, man. I'll have to check it out after the race again tomorrow, but yeah, I'm gonna go race this tomorrow in the Treasure Island TT, so look forward to that video. Yeah, and we're gonna run it like Supermoto style. Okay, yeah, so there she is. I made sure and tighten the chain a whole lot. I think that chain needs to be replaced like right now. It has a lot of lateral play. Yeah, it has a lot of lateral play. That's why it's hitting the swing arm. All right, so I made sure it was extra tight. I made sure it was 10 millimeters. So when we're done with this race, I think it's time to go shopping for a new chain. All right, I think I'm gonna go with the O-ring chain this time too. Okay, but yeah, everything's on there, so ready for battle. Okay, and yeah, there's the swing arm. Okay, that's the part that was repaired. It's kind of hard to see. It's like right next to the chain. Okay, it's that shiny part. Okay, yeah, there's a good. There she is. Okay, so hopefully that that lasts. What I'm thinking is that will not crack. Something else will crack next, okay? That's what I'm thinking. I think this swing arm is on its last legs. But until we can't repair it anymore, I will keep on repairing it, right? Until it gets kind of too expensive, right? It cost me $50 to have him weld that up. So yeah, he had to clean it up real good, and then we had to get everything all lined up, and then I watched him TIG weld it. So pretty cool. I wish I could TIG weld. I wish I had a TIG welder. But there it is. Okay, so oops, I broke my Sur Ron again, and I fixed it. Fully mission capable again. All right, thanks for watching. Here's Big out.